these games because my personality is not like you show me an insurance manual and I'm likely to go into a small coma and just fall over on my face.
Yep.
It's just mind blowing that you can put this all
You
together.
got a little bit of a nerdy edge, though. You like doing math and accounting
And engineering and like
Engineering.
math and geometry, but like
Well, see, this is all math.
it is all math, but you have to understand the rules to use math. That's the problem.
No, see, actually, the thing about it is, and why am I reverbing so bad?
You sound
there we
fine to me.
It
Okay.
makes
Hear me
you,
okay?
See,
So-
if you look at it, like all you have to do is change the math, and then the rules work in your favor.
Well, yeah, but I'm not thinking that's legal.
It's not use the rules to create the math. It's the other way around.
It's the
this is
same
getting a
thing.
little
Like
too
I
profound.
read the like the Dungeons and Dragons, all the old manuals and everything, and I'm like, if, then, but, when, if, comma, then add, comma, then when, if, maybe.
That makes
I-
perfect sense.
Yeah. And you guys are all like so intelligent. I'm like, how the hell? And I'm no dolt, but I read it and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. So here I am, the kept wife. I will roll as told and struggle through. Andrew, you are not alone.
So the main change,
Right.
anyway, I just want to make sure you guys understand, all the skills that used to be level based are now effect based, which means that if you have a skill, say Andrew's got sorcerer, knowledge, arcana, that costs 1 point to have. And if you want to use that skill, then you're going to use your core 1 mind to roll it. So the only levels in this game at this point are core 1 mind and core 2 body. So anytime you've got anything you want to do that's a skill check, it's going to be one or the other based on whether it's mental based or physical based. And I think I explained to Chuck, I don't know if Andrew was here, so, but Jennifer, I know you weren't here. Kind of where I'm going with this is I wanted to simplify things to where it's easier. And part of that is to kind of make it more of a hero based setting, because Pathfinder has always, and D&D has always kind of opened up to playing like somebody who was incredibly stupid, or, you know, you roll 3d6 or 4d6 for 6 attributes. And if you get a crap roll, you end up having to deal with somebody who is just basically incompetent in whatever skill. And to me, I mean, and everybody, you know, they're going to re-roll or they're going to cheat to get somebody who's competent, you know, in a lot of ways. So
Oh, yeah.
this is kind of doing that. It's kind of allowing people to cheat so that they have competent. And to me, it makes sense. If you're a hero in a Pathfinder world and you're like doing something that most people would never do, you're not a common citizen, you're a hero. So you should have elevated abilities. And that's kind of what this is trying to do, other than making it for easy gameplay, is you're fairly sharp, you're fairly physically adept. I mean, you can still play a sorcerer who doesn't have huge core 2 body skills, as far as they're not going to have the fighting talents, but they're still going to be fairly able to have a good reflex. And you can still put in things where you've got disadvantages, like you're clumsy would be a disadvantage, to kind of balance that out if you wanted to play something that was more of a personality thing rather than a role play thing, rather than just a core role thing. But in general, having just 2 levels, core 1 mind, core 2 body, it makes people more heroic. It makes them able to do a lot of things that a common person would not be able to do.
So you say core 1 mind, core 2 body. Like I
So
don't see
basically,
why-
it's a given that we're exceptional or we wouldn't be adventurers.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
Jennifer,
makes
you
sense. I
click on
don't see.
Llama.
I'm looking at llamas. I see core 52. I see, okay, core 1 mind, core 1 body. So if you want to use a skill in there, I mean, the 12, I guess I don't understand how the 12 points, what does that really mean? You just,
Are you looking at your character sheet, or are you looking at your icon at the top with the thing clicked on
I'm
your
looking
icon?
at my character sheet,
Okay, so let me look at your character sheet. So
So
you've
if I,
got,
let's say, I want to do, I mean, I don't know, a reflex save, right? Core 2 body. right?
Well, reflex and those, the athletics, health and reflex, those I kind of bumped out initially to make them special because they are special. They're the things that people use the most in the game, just like control, influence, notice. Those are still skills, but they're kind of specifically set, elevated so that they're more important because they're things that characters, that heroes do more than you would expect. But the skills body and the skills mind, those are the ones I added. And what that means, like, so if you look down at your skills, you've got an expertise
Okay.
barbarian.
So I guess my question is, so the 12s are, it's a plus 12, basically.
Right. Yep.
Is what you're getting at. Okay. And then what did you say? Go down to where real quick?
If you go down to skills underneath core, and then you've got an expertise
Yeah.
barbarian, that gives you local knowledge, ride horse, stealth, survival, tracking, and then you've got handle animals.
Right.
So any of those that you're doing, those are not, they're on their own, they're not level based anymore. They are an effect that you're using your either core 1 or core 2 to roll as a level. So if you want to do a local knowledge roll, you're going to do a core 1, click on your character, and it will have a drop down menu. And one of those
Yeah.
drop downs is going to say skills mind.
Got it. Got it.
And so that's how you would do that knowledge check.
So
If you're
what's
gonna-
the 5 mean? What's the point of having the 5?
That's just how many points it costs. That's to keep track of the points of your character, because you've got 5 things. You've got local knowledge, ride horse, stealth, survival, tracking. Those are 5 things. It costs 5 points to have those.
And when I get extra points, I can put my 6th point there and then take on death stare or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's what the 5/E is an effect.
Mhm.
Anything that's not
Okay.
level based. So yeah, most of what you're going to take is either going to be an effect. Well, all of it now is either effect or a % mod. So those are the 2 things you can do. If it's got a /E, that means you paid a point. Now you can do this, whatever it is.
And that's permanent. So I pay the point and then I can do whatever permanent effect I choose. And then if I pay a point for a % mod, I get an additional 5 for every point.
Right. Yep. And some of them actually are both. Like your Rager has a % mod and it's got an effect built into it, which I actually need to add an E to that.
So what'd you guys change then? Because this all seems, now that I talk about it, this all seems,
Well, it used to be like your local knowledge had your expertise barbarian was a level. You had like 10 points in that. So you were 10L. And then if you wanted to do a local knowledge check, you would roll that skill specifically. Now it's just an effect. And when you want to roll that skill check, you're going to do a skills mind in your core 1. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
okay,
Am I,
well, let me just muddle along. That all makes sense. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm feeling confused again. It's probably fine. It's just me.
Did you get a chance to read? Do you have any questions, Mike? We've kind of been covering, just talking for the last 20 minutes or so.
All right. Night.
Hey, Colin. Night, Colin.
Hi, Cohen.
Lucky to be here, so I haven't read anything.
Okay. Well, let's.
How's Amy doing? Any better, Mike?
No, she's in the hospital.
Oh, hon,
Yeah.
really? Oh,
Yeah. Took her to the ER night before last.
what do they think's going
And
on? I mean,
she's gonna be in till probably through the weekend. She got pneumonia in one lung, and when she had the surgery in December to remove the cyst, they see several pieces of it that didn't get taken out all the way.
Oof.
And now
are they
they're-
like rotting?
now they're
Is it-
dying and like
Yep.
rotting and becoming basically infectious stuff. So
And nobody picked up on that sooner?
nope. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
yep, it is what it is. At least for the last month and a half, they've kind of been throwing their hands up in the air and just throwing drugs at her and say, here, take this and see if it goes away. So at least this, good night.
Night.
At least this,
Hey,
at
Haley.
Night.
least this feels like progress anyway. So
Yeah, I bet it does. I bet she feels a lot better. She had to be getting scared.
not yet, but
No, she's in the hospital. She feels like shit.
Well, but just knowing in your mind, you know what's
Yes,
going on.
yes.
I mean, that's
yeah, she
Fear is not
okay,
knowing
she's
what the
making
hell's-
progress. So
Yeah, now they appear to have some clue as to what the actual issue is,
right. So
as opposed to
hopefully-
just shooting in the dark.
I think 1 o'clock tomorrow is the next surgery to remove whatever things are left, and then and then we'll go from there. So,
All right. Nice to see you.
yeah. Are you kidding? This is my gaming. That's my my stress. I don't drink, so this is my stress relief. I game. I don't get drunk. I just game.
Sounds good. Sounds
All
good.
right, so let me go through real quick, Mike, for you. So I made a lot of changes last week.
Okay.
Couple of the big ones is I got rid of all the levels in the game except for core 1 and core 2. So everything else, all of the skills, like if you've got a survival skill, it costs you a
Mhm.
point to get that. And then you've got it in your skills. And if you want to do a survival check in a challenge, it's either going to be a core 1 mind or a core 2 body based on what it is you're checking. Most of the time survival would be a mind. But like
Okay.
handle animal could be a core 2 if you're trying to, manhandle a horse you're trying to break or something. That would be more of a body thing.
Right.
So 2 levels, core 1 expertise, core 2, and I added those into the macro in the drop down list. If you click on your character and you choose core 1, it's going to have a skills mind
Okay.
that you can do if you're going to do any rolls. So that should
Okay. Yeah.
what I try to do is, one, it's going to get rid of having to do levels and a lot of things that maybe you wouldn't want to spend points in, and it kind of evens up what I told these guys before. It kind of makes it more of a hero kind of game where everybody in this game who is an adventurer is more of a hero rather than somebody who is very weak in some things and not very competent.
Mhm.
So that's kind of, and you can still have, like, if you want to have a weakness, you could have like clumsy as a weakness that would modify the fact that your mind, your core 1, core 2 are going to generally be pretty high, but you can still kind of do some role play stuff if you want to mess around with that and have more some character development kind of stuff. So that's one of the big changes. But what that did
Okay.
with some of the other things, I also changed a lot of the rules I had for powers to kind of lower it down, because when I did this, I realized that a lot of the powers were kind of overbalancing to be very expensive compared to combat skills. So I kind of toned some of
Okay.
that stuff down to make like a first level spell in Pathfinder shouldn't cost the equivalent of a 3rd level thing for a fighter. So
Okay.
I toned some things down and changed some of that. And essentially we're going to start over with the player points to 81. Everybody's starting fresh at 81. And I think I
Okay.
pretty much changed. If you look at Roll20 at your character, it's all been
Yeah, I
changed.
was looking at the character sheet when you were talking, and yeah, those numbers have all changed.
Yeah, so that should have, everything you need to figure out. So you've got 75 points right now. So you have 6 points to spend somewhere. The other change I made realizing this is that fighters have, if I put a percent mod restriction on percent mods overall, that puts the fighter at a disadvantage compared to somebody who's going to be able to cast power things. So rather than having I had it where you could only do 25% mods total for the character overall. I'm going to change that to be a 20% cap on each asset. So for
Okay.
you've got, right now you had your max 25%. So you had targeted attack 10%, avoid opponent's armor 5%, point blank shot 10%. That was maxed out at the 25% cap I had. Now you can actually do all of those up to 20% if you want to spend the points, as long as you don't go over 20% for any one of those individual ones.
Or any one of those things.
It's okay. Yeah. And
Okay.
you're at 75, so you have 6 points to spend. I also, for your character, I boosted up your appearance and strength because, I mean, look at your picture for the appearance one, and the strength.
Mardigan, I mean, come on.
The strength, I gave you a couple points. Strength doesn't really affect, like, you're not going to use it for combat or anything like that, because I don't think combat is really related to strength necessarily. It's more skill and dexterity and abilities. But if you're going to be like arm wrestling somebody, or if you're going to be trying to lift something or break a door, that 10% strength that you have now, that's going to modify any of those checks you would do. So like if you were trying to break a door, you would do an athletics check and it would be a plus 10% because you're strong.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. Your skills, all of those, instead of being level based, like your expertise punk is now 7E instead of it used to be a level. And that just means that
Right.
you have 7 things of those skills that you can use with either core 1 mind or core 2 body.
Okay.
And I think that covers most of the changes I did, other than some little things.
Okay.
Basically, it should be simpler now, because you only have either core 1 level or core 2 level. Everything you're going to do for the most part in challenges, it's going to be one or the other of those. And then all you got to track is your percent mods that are going to affect that, how that works.
Okay.
All right. Anybody got any questions? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, do I get my 15G coins in some sort of an electronic wallet, or will those be mailed to me?
Yeah.
I've been teasing him about that for a couple of days.
Don't take everything so literally. Sometimes it's just jokes.
No, I was assured there would be G coins.
That's what I was told too. I heard it. There could be some real value in those, Gordo.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
a
even
new
know.
form of cryptocurrency. I'm in.
Yeah, there's a lot of people making a lot of money and losing a lot of money with crypto right now. It's
Yep.
latest, greatest. All right, so we got a
Bitcoins.
bunch of people out tonight. Let's see here. Let me drop them out.
Don never shows up anymore. What's up with him?
He texted me and said he was really tired, so I don't know what's going on with him, but he's got some issues going on too, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it's just
Gotcha.
Wednesday, middle of the week, and he's tired from working. I don't know. Probably he partied too hard for Super Bowl and he's still trying to recover.
He's still recovering.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mindy's a whippersnapper. I'm sure she keeps him busy.
Yeah, I'm sure she keeps him in line. Someone's got to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's
I
what
don't
we got
want
now.
And,
You guys are you just finished 2 lame rat swarms, and you can kind of start to see a gate down there at the end. Here, let me move this down. So there's a little bit of a puddle of water there, and I really wanted Luke to be in this because he is afraid of water.
Lightning.
Oh well.
Nice thing about a puddle of water when you're the DM is you can put it anywhere you want, anytime you want.
Yeah, so that's where you're at. You guys can tell me what you want to do.
Okay.
We'll just move over here to the puddle of water.
yeah, I'm just moving forward, keeping the tough guys in front of me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lighting here is not all that great. I can't really see much in the way of detail. Is that a portcullis?
Looks like it.
It's supposed to be a gate is what it is in the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it has a key, and you guys were given a key to open it. But the Castellan, the dwarf, the red-bearded dwarf that you guys talked with, who had all the keys, he said that this tunnel has not been used probably since it was made. So I don't even know if this key is going to work anymore. But here it is.
That's why you got me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to it.
I'll grab the key and go up and look for any traps or anything on it. Is that a mine thing?
Yeah, traps would be, but you don't have to do. I mean, there's nothing here that is even
Okay.
remotely.
Okay.
It's just an old
All right.
thing that's.
Then I will try the key first, and if the key doesn't work, then I'll use my mad skills to.
The lock
Yeah.
is pretty severely corroded. So give me your what is your check? The locks and traps. Yeah.
So click that button. That's gonna do something.
Oh, something's broke.
Although I didn't see anything from that.
Yeah, hang on. Let me look. I got something broke here. I
For
figured
once,
I'd
it's
have
not
some
me or
of those-
Don getting yelled at about that.
What?
For
Oh,
once, it's not me or Don getting you.
I know what it is. You clicked on locks and traps, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that it's all going to be core 1 or core 2 now. The expertise that's up there when you click on your character sheet, all that
It's
is
just-
just a thing
okay.
to remind you of what you have. It's not any macro anymore. All it is just the writing. So it's going to be a
so it
skills
would be
mind.
body for traps, right?
Um,
Would it be mind or body for
yeah,
traps?
yeah, I would say body because it's more of a physical finesse kind of thing. Your scores are the same, so honestly, it really doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, you stick that key in that lock and you think you got it, you're twisting it slowly and then snap, it breaks off.
I say, look, a flock of turtles, and I point the other way. That way they don't see that.
Flock of turtles. That should be
Uh,
twittered somewhere.
Give me,
All right.
Balthazar, give me a notice check.
I don't want to after that one.
Got a low bar.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe one
you
of those
you notice as you're working on the lock, there are some variances in the lighting going on outside, like
Like something's moving,
Like-
like lighting's moving,
yeah, maybe like somebody's moving around with a torch or something like that.
like past the gate, right?
You can't really, it's to the right side, but you can't see anybody or hear anything right now. The stream is kind of gurgling and you guys are in an old tunnel that's covered in dirt and
Okay.
stuff, but
Since Llama's the closest one, I'm going to turn to her and whisper that, there might be people on the other side of this.
Cool.
And then I'm going to switch to just try to quietly get the piece of the key out or trying to.
And now Balthalothar can roll
Yeah,
some more.
yeah, that key is pretty much, you're not getting it out of there. It is stuck in there.
Wedged in there.
You from your experience in this situation, the only way you're going to get that open now is with
Brute force.
brute force. Yep.
Okay.
Does anybody have a credit card? We try to
Yeah, but it'll get declined.
Can we try to shimmy that bad boy?
So then is that just a body, just an athletics check to just take like the hilt of my sword or something like that and just kind of,
That would
Not
be an
worth-
athletic check, and that would be a case where you could use that boost to your strength to try to break it open.
okay, so I do that, I do athletics, and then percent change is 10.
All right.
So I'm no longer quiet, but
Yeah, you managed to break the lock with your sword, so the door is now able to be opened.
I quietly say, ta-da, I picked the lock.
Ta-da!
Transmutation magic. The door is now ajar.
Does this stream start here or end here?
Oh, it's a tunnel that has been dug and it's a little lower than it should have been, or it's wore out over time. So there's water from the stream is kind of backflowing into here. It's not supposed to be in here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's hard
It's kind
to
of
say.
swirling around in here then, if it's flowing.
This is kind of a hidden tunnel that was designed to support the keep. If they were under siege, they could come and get water. So
Gotcha.
maybe it was. I mean, this doesn't really show clear. There's a bunch of brush and stuff in front of that, in front of all the stream, really all around the stream. There's all kinds of brush. I was just
And now
trying.
that- Now that he's bashed the lock with the hilt of his sword and broke it,
No, I picked it
okay, now that you picked it with the hilt of your sword,
with the hilt of my sword.
are there any changes in the light? Does the, if the light movement was actually people moving back and forth, have they,
Right. They
Come
would
back
never
and-
heard that.
have they come back in the direction of the noise that our silent lock picking thief has made?
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Got a lot to live up there to there.
Hang on, I want to add a light source to this guy. Let's see.
And I use fire as a light source, the spell.
Yeah, you could.
Well, did we get more light or do I need to add light?
I'm
Yeah,
just
you
waiting.
have light too, Andrew. You've got so you've got 3 create things. You've got fire, acid, and light. So
Okay,
light is basically like the cantrip in Pathfinder. You can use it to create, all kinds of things. You can
gotcha.
cast it on a
Oh, I
stone.
see it. Okay, all right. I'm going to flick.
But we
my
don't see the
bag.
lights react to me smacking the lock open. I guess that's what was Wraith, not Wraith. Where you are now.
It doesn't
Ming,
appear.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
They are getting closer though. Let's see if I can. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't set up so where you guys couldn't see outside on this guy. So you you actually
Okay.
can't see him, but the light is getting pretty close.
Okay.
So we have kind of 2 choices. We can either move back and try to hide,
Or full frontal assault.
or just, yeah, go through the now open gate and punch somebody in the face.
Wow. Should Llama weigh in or can you guess?
I know what Llama's gonna weigh in with.
I'm with Llama.
A
Okay, you guys
punching
go
we will
punch.
A punching we will go.
Yes, let's go boot something to the head.
Boot to the head.
Do we have to wait to move or? how's this work?
No, let's do a group initiative. Probably Llama, you're probably going to be the most aggressive one, so go ahead and roll an initiative.
She's always the most aggressive one.
Okay, initiative. That would be, don't say it. My thing is over it. I gotta find it. I know it's here.
Turn order, not
Order.
initiative. Sorry.
You said it. You were,
Okay, not cool.
Oh shit! Wait a minute, I didn't do the.
that's not very good.
Huh, why didn't that
didn't
go in
need-
turn order?
I did mine in turn order.
Guess we'll have to do them over again.
It didn't
Yeah,
show up
we
though.
should. Let's practice.
Yes, let's.
Let's keep practicing until ours is higher.
That's
Oh,
yes.
that
good.
works. Good
There
job.
you go. There you go, Llama.
That's it.
Actually, I'm going to change this to what it was because it makes sense that they
No,
would.
no, we're good with a new one.
You haven't even seen anybody yet. I think I'm going to get rid of the points, like the 18.9 too. Why do they? That breaks a tie. Is that what that's meant to do?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's to break a tie.
Isn't it based on your dexterity or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
For Pathfinder, yes, that's why you do it. You put your
What's
Ah,
it based on?
dexterity in there as a point, 2 digits, and that way
Got it.
So
both
I
of us
could-
get a 10, then it will put you up higher if you've got a higher dex.
Makes sense.
I can get rid of that really because we don't need that in this. 18. and- Okay. So you see, you guys, Llama, you can definitely move up to where the door is. Balthazar opened, he broke the lock basically, and
I picked the lock.
yeah.
I
Okay,
I'm
you-
there.
aggressively picked the lock.
yeah, and,
aggressive.
and after picking it, he's holding it in 2 pieces in either hand.
Yes. See how good I am at picking this stuff?
Yeah. And then he kind of started to open the door and it started screeching and then he stopped and that's where you guys are at. So Llama, you're next to him. Sartre, you're behind him. And Ming, you're up there too. The light is definitely moving and you see one of these guys start crossing the stream. The stream here is only, a couple feet deep. Easy to ford.
Does he see us? Does he seem to see us?
He does not seem to have noticed you guys, although as he rounds the corner, one of you guys has a flashlight, right? I mean, or a torch. Somebody has to because,
Yeah, I cast a light spell.
yeah, okay, yeah. So,
So we definitely see the light over there.
yeah. So
Well,
as he
I'm
comes about to this point, he is going to definitely notice a light. And let me grab a couple more of these if I can. Gotta change.
Okay, so he has to die quickly.
Llama.
So
He
does this,
he
this
has
is-
to die quickly.
I heard, I hear. Does this gate open out, Gordon?
Yes, it opens
Push
outward.
out.
So it's already open a little bit, just not far.
So there's a couple of them coming and they kind of start rounded around this boulder here and they saw some light coming. So they were walking across the stream, but now they've turned and are starting to head
Heading
your
back.
direction. And let me,
Okay,
hang on a second. Let me
so-
do this.
How does this work with regard to, like, is it an action to open the gate and then an action to move?
Opening this gate, definitely, yes, would be an action. You can do,
It might be smarter if somebody else does
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'll finish opening the gate.
Yeah, push the
and
gate all the
and
way
let the
open.
two melee guys just run out.
yeah, I would
I'll
say you
open
could
the gate
open
and
the
just
gate
kinda,
and
you know,
move.
Put my hands up and here you go, guys.
You can still
And
move.
then you're gonna go back behind the gate and close it, right?
Actually, what I'll do is open the gate and then I'll get my bow back out, get an arrow in it for next round.
Is the gate open which way?
It pushes out away from us.
Is the hinge on the right or the left, I guess is what I'm
Oh.
getting.
Oh, it's on the left. So
I pushed it all the way
Balthazar,
open, so
Balthazar is going to end up over here, I think, right?
yeah, I pushed all the way open. And then, like I said, just grab my bow and got it ready for next time.
This gate's
Right.
not a token, so I can't move it, guys. So you'll just have to imagine it's open. I
Yeah,
can't do
it's
anything.
all good.
Oh my gosh, why do I even show up tonight?
So I can't, I have a move, I can double move. This is what throws me on this game. I can double move and end up right in their face. Right?
Right.
But then I can't do anything.
This time you can't.
Or-
No. And they've already gone. They've already moved like in their turn in this round. So they can't do anything either. So basically what's going to happen is they have seen your light and they're going to turn and engage as you come. They're going to engage too. So if you're going to come after this guy, he's going to come after you right now. And so next turn, you're going to meet wherever you
That's
end
what
up.
I'm getting at. Am I better off to just to not fully engage and let them come to
Well,
me?
with the way this system is being different than Pathfinder,
Yeah.
it's
what I'm-
not like he gets an attack and you got to wait for yours.
Yeah,
He's just going to engage you. So then it's effectively you both swing. If you're better
Okay.
than him, you get to attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
What
so,
you need to
there's no-
consider too is flanking though, Jennifer, because if you get yourself, like you've always seen this, if you get yourself in a situation where you have 3 or 4 of these guys, the kobolds especially, they are flank trained. So they're weak, but if you get flanked by a bunch of them, you're going down. I mean, they can still do something. Even though they're cowardly and not very strong, they can still hurt you.
So, okay, is this how deep
That's
is
a rock,
this
right?
ravine? How deep is this ravine? Like only a foot or two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Water's
It's
not
easily passed.
Well, it's not like, okay, Llama then, if she was thinking, would think, well, maybe I'll hang out here so nobody can get behind me easily, but I have some room to move. But Llama's not really a thinker. So I
She's
guess,
got one tactic. It's called full frontal assault.
yeah, and I don't have reach, right? Even though I'm really tall and have a falcon, it doesn't give me reach, correct?
Yeah, you don't have reach.
Okay.
You just have to think of it realistically. I mean, even a barbarian, well, I don't know, maybe they would
Yeah.
just run into not caring. I don't know. You'll have to play her how you think she would be.
Yeah, she's never been the brightest bulb in the box.
In the real world, you don't run
I
into the
think-
middle of a group of things that are trying to attack you. I mean, that's suicide, basically.
Yeah.
not if it's a kung fu movie.
Only
You
if
run
you're
into-
Ripley.
You run.
Okay,
into the
that being
middle-
said, I'll come this far because I can't go all the way up and engage, so I'll just let him come to me and engage, I guess. Right? I mean, that's how this game works, kind of. I can't go all the way up and engage
Right?
anyway.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I'll just let him come to me.
yep, keep a wall to your side, and that way it's harder to flank you.
Yeah, although I don't know if this really counts for a wall, but at least I have the gate to back up against.
Yeah, well,
This is kind of like a wall right here, right?
well, I mean, you guys are coming out of the ground. It's a tunnel that was buried lower. That's why the water is running into it. So
Right.
like this whole area was kind of hill. Where these creatures are coming from was kind of a mound that was over the tunnel. So
Okay.
yeah, where you're at right now, it's pretty protected on your right side. There, I mean, nothing's
Okay.
gonna come, and there's a big
Okay,
boulder.
then
right
I'll
there,
hang
too.
out there and I'll say, looking for something?
Okay, who's Sartre? What are you gonna do?
I would like to make sure nobody's, so these are walls, there's, I just want to see if we're getting snuck up on the sides or behind.
Well,
Well,
behind
this
is
is
the
a
tunnel we
tunnel.
came through, so we know
Yeah.
there's nothing behind us.
Right, yeah, the
Besides
tunnel
some
is,
dead rats.
Right.
Well, the tunnel has two directions, right?
But we just came through that tunnel. So we cleared everything out of it.
yeah, going back.
And we know
right,
nothing followed us.
This direction, there's, yeah,
It
that's,
came from the keep.
that goes to
so-
the keep. It's a straight
So
path.
unless people from the keep are sneaking up behind us and trying to
Okay.
ambush us, I think we're good.
Okay, so I guess from where I am, I can't see what's going on. I can only hear.
Right, yeah, you shouldn't be able to see those guys. I just didn't set up the
So
thing.
if he gets to right there, though, that's a half a move. And then he could see one or two of them, right?
Yes, he can. Oh, I forgot,
Okay.
they added this darkness thing. Roll20's been making some improvements on their darkness stuff.
Alright, so I guess at this point I can see cultist 1 and 2.
There we go. Yes, yeah, you shouldn't be able to
Definitely
see
one.
Cobalt 7. Oh, crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I can't.
Seven's kind of around the corner, but definitely 1 and 2. Or definitely
Okay.
1, probably 2.
Okay, so I will. Let's see. I guess this probably isn't the time to charm them. I'll go with casting a fireball spell at them.
Wow.
All right, so
Now that's a fire.
Yes.
yeah. I don't know that you're going to be able to see more than one of those. Let me see here.
Do I have to see him? Isn't it like an area effect?
I don't remember what you ended up. Let me look at your sheet here.
Good fireball. Yeah, you drop it right behind this guy and
Well, to have area of effect, you got to have spent a point to do that, which I'm not sure if we did for you yet.
I don't know how to, I still don't quite understand that spending the point.
Yeah, and we just, well, it's all changed, Andrew. So even if you understood it last week, it's different now. So
now you don't.
yeah.
Well, then I definitely spent a point, so I've
You
I
have,
basically dropped Fat Man and Little Boy on them.
Your fire right now is an instant duration and it has a range of 50 feet or less. It doesn't have an area of effect, so you can only point it at
One person.
one
Okay.
person at a time. Now you can kind of do it like chain lightning, but you only see one person, so you can't. Yeah, it's
Right. All right.
Minus
So
five.
I'll assume he gets a real good look at Cultist
Cultist
1
1 is
and
clobbered.
What's that,
sends
Mike?
him a special delivery.
The Cultist 1 got clobbered then because he kind of missed his save by like 10 points.
Okay.
yeah. So give me a attack outcome roll now.
How do I do that? Oh, attack outcome. Okay. So do I modify it in any way?
Only if you got a skill that somehow modifies your fire stuff.
I'm a superhero.
No, you don't have anything for that.
All right, then 9. Is that 9 points of damage?
No, that's the attack outcome, which I think is going to be normal damage.
Yeah, it's full damage. So you've got a D6 from the fire, and then you can use your energy pool.
You're back pretty far. I think you're pretty safe to let him have it.
Yeah, I mean, my energy pool refreshes after each turn, right?
And they're gonna
Right,
come
right.
through me to get to you.
Then I'm gonna dump everything, all
Right.
my energy.
So, yeah, but if you're a melee, you want to keep some of it for when they try to smack you. But
I'm
Hey.
hiding behind you and Llama.
Yeah, for us that are in the back, you still can they can get around you and get clobbered, but it's usually a safe bet that
Yeah, you can do up to 9. It doesn't matter anyway. You can do up to 19. He only has 10 hit points, so you have 9 points left in your energy pool, and he is out.
Okay.
he's bacon.
Okay.
I can't. Hang on a second. Can't click the X because it's not showing up. Okay. There we go. So, Andrew, your energy pool is the green
Okay.
pool, and you can change that to 9 now. You use 4 points of that, 6 points of fire
Change it
damage.
to 9. But
That way you'll know if something
does
does
that
happen.
go back to 3rd?
It'll go back to 13 at the start of the next round, which will be pretty fast here, but you need to get in the habit of doing
Okay.
that because as things start moving faster and we get better at this, there's going to be more happening, and you need to keep track of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
easy
it'll
to do.
refresh automatically, or I have to do that?
No, you'll have to change it back to 13 once the round changes again.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, Ming.
Oops, I want to move to here. Now with the attacks and such, you can do half movement and then take your attack action. But if you do a full movement, can you still activate powers as long as they're not attacks, or is that a no?
No, you can't.
Okay, so I'm going to move to here. Look piteously upon the burnt up one in the corner and tell the other one, you really should have run when you saw her.
Just saying.
I giggle and laugh. I think that's hysterical.
Sort of pointing out the obvious here, buddy.
All right. So the
And
guy
they
that
run.
saw you, no, they're not running yet.
I'm kidding.
No, it's a kung fu flick. They're all going to surround me and then conveniently attack one at a
And
time.
attack one at a time.
This
And wait.
guy, oh,
And
you
And
go.
exit.
Wait, and then go.
Exactly.
Nice when they're all orderly and fair like that.
all right, so I'm going to run these guys all together. That guy's going to move up. He's not going to quite engage either of you since he moves up and then realizes there's 2 of you. And he's got a little bit of protection on his side, so he's going to stop right where he's at. He only did a little bit of a movement though, so he can still do something if somebody engages him. And then these guys.
What's our mission again? Whoa,
We
forgot.
were trying to escape out of here so we can go check something out, some church
Yeah.
or something, right?
You've
Yeah,
got a
we're going to the
church,
church.
yeah, that is getting assaulted by these looters, and there's supposedly a bunch of townspeople in there that you're supposed to try to protect and get back to the keep.
So we're gonna loot the looters.
Great. Well, we might as well engage. 4 kobolds. Nice. I think Llama's gonna lay her falcon hilt against her thigh and crack all her knuckles and elbows and rotate her shoulders.
It's always good to stretch.
That's right. Give me a minute, boys.
All right, you guys are up. They're all just kind of moving up. The only one that's in any position to do anything is this cultist right here. He's
Dang,
prepared
Gordon.
to defend
Do
himself.
you want to go first, Llama?
Yeah, I guess I will. So I'll get in his face. And then it's going to be
And then she's gonna use diplomacy.
I'm actually tempted to use fists. Okay, so if I want to rage as a barbarian, because seeing all these kobolds, that's going to put me over the edge. Because I've already messed with them before, and I know they're pretty tough. So if I'm going to rage, then how does that work exactly? I've got my falcon out. Is that just going to affect my attack outcome? Is that right?
No, it gives you
Or is it?
right now it's plus 10% to combat style and health saves, which you don't have to worry about health save. So when you roll your attack,
So
you're
I
gonna add
just
a
go to my
10%.
core 2.
Yep.
So I go to my core 2, go to my Falcon, and then just adjust this percentage to 10. Right?
Yep.
Whack.
Oh, Lord.
Now attack outcome. Do I have a modifier on this too?
No,
No.
you've got avoid opponent's armor.
For her, it's called you go right through it.
So how would I use that? That's just good to
Yeah.
avoid opponent's armor. So
Yeah,
that would be a 5%.
Yeah, that, and
Yeah.
you can use that in this case because they do have leather armor on, which you're trained in light and medium armor.
So I can or I cannot.
You can. Yep, 5%.
Now, does that mean it's going to cost me an energy pool point?
No, nope.
Okay.
13. That's full damage. So you've got.
Falcon's like a D8, I think, right?
Yep. Not a D8. It's 8 damage, and then your energy pool.
As much as I want to throw at it.
Yep.
Weren't you going to be telling us kind of how much we didn't waste more than we needed to?
Yeah, you won't. He's got 10 as well. So if you do 8, so it'll be 2 points on your energy pool,
Okay,
and he'll be down.
and that's green, right?
Yeah.
Energy pool is green. Okay, got it. He's down. I took my 2.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Okay. Man. Well, 20 is amazing, but it's still a pain in the ass. All right. All right, you're done. Ming, I guess you're gonna go next. The kobolds are kind of shocked that both of their buddies were dropped so quickly, but they're not backing up yet.
Stupid and mean. You're stupid and mean.
You gonna do something, Ming?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. So here's the other thing. Can you activate a power and attack in the same round or no?
No, both of those are actions, and you only
Both
get
of
one
those are
action,
actions.
really. Yeah, the only thing you can really
Okay.
do besides an action is move and do an action.
Okay, so I'm going to move here and I'm going to attempt to kick this one in the face. So core 2 body. Kung Fu,
But it was Kung Fu fighting.
15.
All
So
right.
attack outcome.
Yep.
Now, on the attack outcome roll, because I have targeted attack days, is this where I add the 20%?
No, that is actually if you get an attack outcome where you can use a effect or a percent mod, that's when that kicks in.
Okay, so 6 is what, half?
Half. Yep.
So that would be 3 points plus how much life does he have?
He's got 7.
So I'll add the 4 from energy pool to break his neck.
Okay.
Very specific. Not his finger.
All right, Balthazar. Oh, he's on the phone. Sort of-
Okay. I'm gonna come up to right here and then just shoot probably kobold number 7.
Okay.
So
Oh, missed him.
okay. And that's all I'm doing. So
Yeah.
Does that mean kobold number 7 engages? Oh, no, 'cause he's too far away.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
kobolds are only like I don't know what, 3.5 feet. So he's mostly submerged in
don't-
water.
And they don't have ranged weapons.
They do actually, but he's not using them.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding him.
So just that, well, I'm curious about how the game works. So basically what you said before is if I choose to attack something, it effectively has its turn order matched to mine.
if it
so
wants to,
then it-
yeah. if it wants.
then it's like a challenge. I try to attack it, it tries to attack me, and whichever one has the higher one wins. So in the case of rage combat, he tries to range attack something else. If that thing had range attack sort of ready, could it range attack back at the same time, like what we do with the
Yeah,
melee
it could.
stuff?
Yep, it could.
Okay,
And it's
In this
still, I mean,
case-
it hasn't gone, so it can still attack if it wants to.
Right.
Balthazar. The only difference, I did a reflex there versus his attack. It's the same point though, because of the way the game's set up. It's just a core 2, either a reflex or a combat style. Either way, it's the same thing. It ends up being. So yeah.
but then wait a minute. If you use your turn to defend, then you can't attack.
No, there's two
based
different
on
kinds of
what
defend.
we've done in the
There's-
past.
There's 2 defends. There's a full defense, and then there's a defensive attack, or basically like a reflex check. So you can always defend against any attack. Like if 5 things are attacking you, you get a reflex check on all of those. The
Mhm.
difference is when you roll the attack outcome, and that's what I'm forgetting. See, is these guys have armor, so we
They were able to take some damage off. I wondered
Yeah.
about that.
Yep.
So it was like light armor's worth 2 points or something.
yeah. So if they actually have 3 points, it's not going to matter though, because you're all getting your things back, so it really doesn't matter. But anyway, Chuck, if they go on full defense, they can use up to 50% of their energy pool. So they've got a 3 armor, they could use up to 2 points because they have a 4 energy pool. If they're not full defense, they can still defend, but it's just more of like an attack defense or a reflex thing. And then they can only use 25%. So if they want to keep their attack, you get 25% of your energy pool you can use to take off damage. Otherwise, if you do full defense, you get 50% on anything going on. So if that
Okay, so
kobold,
it is possible to defend yourself even if you're not counterattacking the person that's attacking you,
yes, yeah,
basically. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But
yeah.
if you do full defense, you don't get to attack. That's your
If
move.
you do full defense, you get no attack the entire
Right.
round, but you can use up to 50% of your
Energy
remaining.
pool.
Yep.
Okay.
So do we need to go back and fix this? Or are you just
No,
gonna
it doesn't
go-
matter because none of them are gonna well, these guys might. Yeah, so take off 3 more points from your pool, Llama.
Me as well.
Yes, yeah, you too. Yep.
Okay. So that was, oops, what did I do? Okay, well, it seems to work. Oh, well, just because I'm curious now. So on the attack outcome, I also have ignore armor. So that would have been the time that I could have used that
That's the 5% bump.
to increase the attack outcome roll.
Didn't you
Use
use
them
that?
as-
I thought you did.
No, I didn't. I was looking at the days thing, but I wasn't thinking about the fact that I have avoid opponent's armor.
Yes, yeah, that would have bumped up. Yeah.
And it's not that big a deal. So well, I'm good with where we are, just as a question for next time. So
Yeah.
when I attack these guys next time, I add my avoid opponent's armor on the attack roll.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
on the
actually, though, you
attack
know
out-
what? The Cobalt Reef, you attack the Cobalt. They don't actually have armor. They have armor,
No.
but it's natural armor. So they don't actually have a type of armor that you're trained. You're trained for.
To bypass.
You've got light armor and medium armor, which are standard armors like leather armor and chain. That
Right,
kind of-
right.
But that means you're essentially trying to like try to get your sword in between the joints of the armor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Know the weak spots, try to get like the samurai had all that lamellar armor, and then the thing that came out of that was somebody created a long thin blade that went right up between the middle of them. It's not a great blade for anything else, but it killed the hell out of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't really addressed that, but I guess we've got light, medium, and heavy armor. We could also make a natural armor where you could use that bonus for things that have natural armor.
Nah, maybe. I don't know.
Natural armor being like scales or
Yeah,
Yeah.
scales. Yep. Or
Or
plating.
like,
Yeah.
you know not to
calluses.
stab the armadillo in the back. You stab it under its stomach where it doesn't have the protective scales, I guess. So
Yep. Or in the ear or in the eye. Yep.
yeah.
What is
Okay.
so funny about that, Andrew?
I don't know, just something about attacking armadillos is amusing.
You just want to take Mub on, don't you? Is it Mub the one that's got the armadillo on his head? It's Mub, right?
No, that's
That's a creepy
the
character.
caravan guard
Yeah.
that has the armadillo hat.
I'm confusing Don's characters.
Yeah.
Shit,
I
can't
don't
think
know
of his
how.
name.
They have very strong semblances.
What's Don's
Any-
character's name? I can't think of it.
Gatto?
Gato, that's it. Thank you. Jesus. Gato and the armadillo. What's the armadillo's name? There's a one. There's a trivia one for you.
Is it Frank?
Seriously, I have no idea. Right?
Huh. It's something weird, like not something completely normal, which makes it weird for a fantasy game like that. I don't know. Anyway,
All right, who's left? We got
Mike.
I think everybody on our side has acted in this round. Mike fired arrows. Andrew did the fireball.
I chopped.
Lam and I chopped and kicked respectively. So
all right. So this kobold is going to throw a sling bullet at you, Llama. So you're going to do a reflex check because you're already attacked, and he is going to do. And I don't think he can beat that because you've got a yeah. He misses horribly. These two are
Now,
gonna,
if he was standing next to me and had done that, I could attack him now. Right?
if you hadn't gone already, yeah.
Oh, this is still that first turn.
yeah, this is still the first round.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
finishing up their turns.
Got it. This
So
will
these
take our-
two are going up against Ming, doing the same thing.
And so reflex is core 2.
Yeah.
Reflex,
You
no
need,
percent changed, 17.
you need one more.
Oh, okay. Reflex.
Oh, let's see you beat that.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Why didn't that do anything? Oh, there we go. Another 17.
All right. Actually hit something. Do you have anything to reduce his attack outcome?
That's a really good question. I am attack outcome resistant. So he has a 5% penalty.
Yeah, that's what
Attack
I-
outcome resistant. I want to be attack outcome resistant. How do you get
No,
that?
no, you don't, because I picked that and the other one, and those are the only two things he changed, and I was the only one affected. So wait till I figure it out, then you can pick it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it won't matter at this point because I can at most affect his roll 1 point down.
Yeah, which you did, and I forgot to do negative, so it's actually a 17. I don't know if that
Oh, okay.
matters though.
I don't think so.
No, it's the same. So full damage, and do they have? Oh yeah, they've got a bluff. So he is able to do 4 points with the sling and 4, so 8 points to you.
And I am able to eliminate that with energy pool. Is that the way that works, or?
If you haven't used, if you have
and
points
armor.
left still, yeah.
And there's an armor too, right?
Well, yeah, I
Well,
have
his-
10 points. I
Yeah,
don't have armor.
He doesn't have armor. He uses his energy pool kind of as a.
Got it. Got
He's
it.
got like.
I'm running around in my jammies like a normal monk.
Nice.
So -8 points from the energy pool, and I'm still good.
Okay, and you are, but next time you're bluff, so you're at -10% for your attack.
For
Okay.
What are you calling it?
It's like a feint attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you're like distracted, and not able to.
Yeah, he threw the sling at him and then he kind of jumped a little bit forward, which, with the sling hitting in combination, it bluffed Ming. He got confused and started stepping back and then realized it was a little cobalt. And then, so he's
Huh.
bluffed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And basically that's because he rolled high enough to get full damage and special.
Oh, that
On-
makes sense.
On the
Okay.
attack outcome roll, it was a 17, which means he gets to add one of his deals to it.
So I'm seeing, okay, attack outcome damage. There's two attack outcome charts, and one, what's the difference between the two?
One is for a damage effect and one is for a percent mod. Like a lot of Andrew's spells that he has
Yeah.
do things like a bluff. They, things that affect how people can interact after the attack. They don't
Okay.
do any physical damage, but they.
So that
either
gives him a
stun
10%
them.
extra chance to do it. Because he's.
Yeah,
so he's
whatever.
using
I mean, it
that.
depends on
Okay.
like.
With a 17, if you roll a 17.
Yes, Sartre's got an attack charm. So if he's successful, or days, if it's successful, then it does a minus 10% to their attack the next time.
Oh, I see. Okay. And you have an effect called bluff. And that's since you rolled a 17, you're able to do the damage on the bluff.
Well, that's kind of for the kobold, that is an attack outcome. It's kind of a secondary thing. His main thing is attacking and doing damage with a weapon.
Okay.
And then he's got a secondary thing. If he rolls high enough, then he can do this bluff thing. That's his attack outcome thing that he can do. It's an effect that he can do if he basically rolls a critical. It's like rolling a critical is what it is.
Okay, so what if Llama had rolled a 17 with the Falcon having an 8 worth of damage?
Well,
Then it would be
you've got attack outcomes of like you could move other, or you could do a targeted attack and give them a
5% additional damage.
yeah, right. Not injured
Should be
result.
like
No,
one-
it's not the damage. It would be to their ability to attack. So if you hit somebody with that targeted attack, it means they're less
Yeah.
effective at attacking or doing other
Next
things
time.
too. Anything that has to do with movement or anything like where if you're
for that
hurt.
particular round.
No, it lasts until, for you, it would last until they're healed or dead. They're injured. I mean, they're less able to do what they would normally do because they're injured. Because
But
you
that doesn't
targeted.
result in a change in hit points. It just results in a
No, the damage is in the roll too. So like if you roll a 17, your damage would be
8.
a full damage. So whatever that is. But
Yeah.
what it is, like if you targeted attack where you hurt their arm,
Right.
say they're less able to attack with that arm now. So it's, yes, you did the damage, but what the attack outcome does is it allows you to impact how they interact with you next time, like in the future.
So how does a percentage though of 5% for modified injury result? 5%.
Next
How does
time if
that-
they attack you, then they would be at minus 5% to attack you.
They'd be at a -5. Got it. Okay. Now I'm sorry. I missed that, I guess. Sounds like you'd said that before. I missed it. Okay.
The other thing you can do as an attack outcome is move other, which means that you could, if
Push
you
'em.
use that one, you could push them and shove them away, I think up to 10 feet or something like that in a direction.
So if I pushed one kobold into another, would there be the chance to knock
Oh,
them
yeah,
down?
I would allow that to have like a reflex to see if you
Okay.
trip somebody or.
Well, maybe we'll try that next time. If I can roll damage over a.
Did you guys go through a turn again yet? Is it my turn yet?
The
No,
kobolds just
yeah,
shot at us.
we
so
just ended it.
basically it.
You guys are starting now.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, let's go left to right again. Oh, Chuck's gone. Llama, you can go ahead then.
Okay.
So these kobolds are all lined up and they're using their sling with bullets to attack you guys.
They need
Okay.
bigger bullets like what I use.
What's that?
They need bigger bullets like he
Oh.
uses. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to So can you move another if you're using a weapon like a falcon? Can you actually move somebody with it? I guess
Not
you
necessarily
can't
with the
get
weapon,
stuck in them.
but you could
Well,
push them.
what I'm
I mean,
if it's my intent to hurt the one kobold and push him into the other, do I need to put my falcon away and use my fists? I guess is what
no,
I'm asking. I'm not
that's actually a result of the attack outcome, Jennifer. You can't do that unless you roll high on the attack outcome.
I know, I get it. I just don't know, can you with a falcon actually move somebody, or is that something you have to do because you start your attack and are successful and have a good attack outcome using fists or feet or
Yeah, it
see what
wouldn't
I'm
be with
saying?
the falchion. It would probably be more like you kick them after you attack them, or you shove them
Okay.
with your other
Okay,
hand,
okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand.
or you
kinda-
just or the attack made them move back because you stuck a sword in them. They backed up. I mean, it could be any
Okay.
number of things. However you wanted to detail it.
all right.
Yeah, I'd probably try to back up if someone stuck a sword in me, so.
Yeah, probably.
You had said that earlier, power attack rager 10%. Okay. Now, the other question, I had a couple points to spend. If I wanted to, I can add those in to like the raging and make the raging 15%.
Oh, you don't have to spend points on that. You're raging now, so yeah, you get 10% on
No,
your
to get a higher percentage, because you said you go up to a 20% modification. Can I spend the
Oh.
extra points I have laying around to make my rager 15 rather than 10?
Yeah, you can make it up to 20% is the max that you can do any of those right now.
So then I need to put 2 points into that,
Yep,
and that would be permanent, right? That'd be a permanent move.
right.
So
So
then it's gonna read Ranger 10%. It'll read Ranger 20%/4. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how to change that, but that's what I'm gonna do, if that's okay with you.
Yep. Hang on, I can change it real quick.
Oh, damn.
That's kind of cool. Probably a little overkill right now.
Please stand by, Mr. Cobalt. She's getting angrier.
And I got my eyeball on this one back here too.
Hang on a second, I'm changing these. So remember, okay.
Oh, I changed it. Changed it right there on my sheet. Okay.
Which one did you hit? I'm sorry. The
This
one
guy.
right against you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this one's got a knife ready, so it is going to drop its sling and try to counterattack you. And there's none of them close by, so no fighting. Oh.
No.
All right, give me an attack outcome.
The attack outcome,
Roll high.
I'm wanting to try to do the move other, but I have to just roll first, right? No
Right.
modifications.
Right.
You have to roll at
Not a-
least a 14 to do that.
But no modifications.
And you're going to kill it anyway, most likely, because it only has a few points.
Well, I'm just more about trying to figure out how this works.
There you go.
All right.
So
So
that
that
gives you-
gets me 1 times damage, so regular damage 8 plus the effect. So I
And
can
it
move.
has, let's see, 25%. So it gets 1 off of there and 3. So it has 4 points to take off of that.
So I never fixed it from last time, so my energy pool, so I have to do that every time.
Yep.
That's kind of
So
hard
you've
to
got
remember to do that.
your falchion is
14,
8.
so I'll be 10.
So you've got 4 points. 3 points of your energy pool will kill this thing if you want to do that or make it unconscious.
Okay, so that's what I do. And as I do it, I move other than 10 foot in a specific direction, being right into his buddy behind him.
Okay.
And I look at this guy and I say, I'm coming for you.
And that'll be 10 foot off of that. Okay, Ming.
I'm gonna move to over here. Just to be sure that none of these things can try to get around for a flank on llama. And then I'm going to activate enhanced damage. On natural weapons.
Do you vibrate or something when you've activated that?
No. I guess I could.
Good.
Reminded me of an
Yeah.
Ultron, actually.
Be a nice
Yeah.
effect.
His hands and feet sort of glow with like a silverish light.
So it's like the Last Dragon, that 80s movie.
Exactly. That this character is the last dragon. It's a kung fu flick, man. I'm telling you.
All right. Oh man, I'm tired. The other thing we haven't really been covered is these guys are so weak. You can be doing multiple attacks if you wanted to too at the same time because you may need to turn that into a attack outcome or something.
How do you do multiple attacks?
Well, basically, I've just been saying if you've got energy pool left where you could attack, then you could. I'm still thinking about it though, because there's got to be. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Honestly.
Yeah, I think of a balance for that.
Yeah.
That could be taken advantage of pretty easy,
Yeah.
especially for a lot of low-level creatures.
Well, you guys should be wading through these. I mean, they're pretty. They're half your levels essentially. They're pretty weak. Getting ready to run, actually. They're starting to look at each other. You can tell they're kind of like looking.
So
back
is it
and
my
forth.
turn?
That's actually Mub's going or Ming's going.
I've already gone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved to protect llama's flank and I activated enhanced damage, which as a power means I can't attack.
Oh, I got you. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yep, you're up, Balthazar.
Twang.
Which one are you attacking?
3. I'll probably take a 5-foot step out before I do it. Yeah, going after the one on the end. Oh, whoa. I can't hit crap today.
All right, he again ducks under the water a little bit and comes up grinning.
You attack the one ninja kobold.
Well, 7 and 3 are both like Neo and out of the way. Like, holy crap, did you see him do that?
Well, he said the creek was 2 feet deep. These creatures are 3 feet tall. So
So-
They're like this.
you're really shooting at their chins, basically.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much.
they just duck underwater for a second. Oh,
Okay, Sartre, what do you got to?
Okay, I am going to move behind Llama and Ming. And let's see. So I see Kobold 4, and I'm going to shoot a fireball. Since that seems to work well.
Not for them.
What?
oh, dang.
Who are you hitting?
Kobold 4.
So does Ty go to the runner?
No, the reflex save that's on there was against your bow strike. He
Yeah,
hasn't
no.
reacted.
Oh, okay, all right.
He hasn't reacted to the fire blast yet.
Oh,
Oh,
And he reacts poorly to it.
careful. He still has the power.
I'm not gonna even
Agonize the DM
bother with this.
or the tagger. You're the tagger, right, Gordon?
I'm the tagger.
You are a tagger.
All right,
Feel
that's all you
powerful
guys.
for the first time in my gaming life.
and now a kobold with a matchstick for heads just sinks below the waves of the creek.
Yes.
That's gross. That's
much slower than they do for me.
Make sure what their move is.
And that was all 4 of us.
Yeah, they are. This guy. This guy's running like hell. These guys are disengaging. I'm gonna give them a basically just a regular move because they had to get out of the water. All right, they're up.
Would you like to pursue them, Llama?
No, probably not. There's just more of them. They will run. If they're on the run. They're not going the direction we're going, right? We're going this way.
Yeah, we're
Correct.
going north.
Yeah, you're going north.
I mean, I feel like if we chase them, we would just be chasing and chasing and then more chasing and more.
My arrow is going to chase at least one of them.
You chase them with your arrow.
I don't think
He's
you have
angry. He
anything
wants-
ranged.
He
I want
wants
to hit something.
he wants to hit something.
So I'm
weird.
gonna do one parting shot, and then at that stage, I'll let him go.
I was just picturing Llama like gleefully skipping up behind one of them just to go. Swoosh.
Actually, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie Hoodwinked?
I don't think so.
It's one of the Pixar-like movies, but it was done by one of the other things. I think it's kind of funny. It's a spoof
get
of the Red
Pixar.
Riding story, but it's but yeah, there's a character on there that is skipping through the forest, like cutting trees down. And I can just imagine when you said her skipping, it's like I can imagine llama doing this, skipping and just
Yeah,
So
little
look for that.
pigtails flapping and just. Why
Yeah, I
do
haven't
Where
we
even-
you
run
going?
Exactly.
I haven't even seen that movie. 2005 it's from. Jeez.
Well, we have Pixar. I'm surprised we haven't seen it pop up on Pixar.
It's not a Pixar movie. It's like Dreamscape. One of the other companies that did those
Oh.
style movies.
Gotcha.
It's got a bunch of big names that do the name that voice the characters, like the boyfriend from Seinfeld, Elaine's boyfriend from Seinfeld, the Warburton,
wouldn't know
whatever his
that.
name is.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, he does like the big bad wolf, and he's freaking hilarious in it.
He was also the
And Anne
voice of,
Hathaway is like Red Riding Hood, and
he was also the voice of Kronk
yes, he
on
was
the
amazing.
Emperor's
in
New
Prom.
Groove. Yeah.
Um,
All right, Lama, you're close enough. You were only 15 feet away. If you wanted to, you could have like rushed the one that's fleeing and get an attack in.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
not
wanted
in the mood.
to. Okay.
That fun is gone. They're running away. That's no fun anymore.
Okay. So you're just gonna stay put.
Yeah.
All right, Ming, what are you gonna do?
Well, just because I want to test out how this works, I'm going to move to here, which is half movement, and I'm going to attempt.
punch the crap out of someone.
And I'm going to attempt to boot to the head this kobold 3.
Boot to the head. Never a good day.
All right, core 2, kung fu, no percent. Ooh, that was bad. Maybe depends on what he rolls.
Yeah, I don't have. Actually, in doing that, he's gonna turn around and try to bite you. Ooh.
So how do ties work again?
Let me get to it. I think because he rolled a 4, it's
I think yeah, because he rolled the higher die.
yeah. Let me check that and see. Actually, read
Jesus.
the rules this time. Okay, in a tie situation, the creature with the highest D6 roll makes a successful challenge, unless this is also a tie. Yeah. So,
So he does his thing.
he bit you.
Did you just bite my foot?
Ooh, he bit you good.
Hit you hard.
So attack outcome resistant, does that work on that or is it something else?
Yes, it would. What did you have?
5%.
So one lower.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, which is not enough to change it. So he does. His bite is 2 points plus 6 points. Oh, you were bluffed last time too, so you would have been minus anyway. Forgot about that. 6
No,
points of
My bad.
yeah, that's all right. 6 points damage.
Okay, so I'll use damage protection to absorb that with my energy pool.
All right. Who's next?
No,
Closest.
wait. How many rounds would I have been subject to negatives? Because
For
last round I moved back and activated a power. So if it was only for one round, it would have been gone. Not that it matters, just for
oh
later
yeah,
use.
the bluff.
Yeah, is that one round?
Yes, that is 1 round.
Okay, so they would have been gone anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So Archer, are you gonna do something?
Yeah. Hmm.
He's feeling the heady rush of his fireballs.
Because they.
Oh, I am just so. I usually like to stay behind llama, but I'm guessing I can't see around the bend.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna be able to see them at all. I mean, you know they ran away, but you'll have to go around that boulder to see them.
All right, so I know Ming is back there, so as long as I've got a body shield in front of me.
Hi, I'll be your meat shield today.
My meat shield. I'm gonna go fireballs for 1,000, Jack. So
So it's a daily double.
I'll go with Cobalt 3.
Yeah, because he bit my toe.
Oh,
Nice.
not so good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
See?
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't beat you. All right, do your damn well then, man, or he's dead.
Splat.
That's what. All right, Balthazar, you want to try to knock one off?
Yeah.
That'll teach you to bite my foot, you little thing.
You little
What happened to the next
bastard.
one?
Ooh. Mike hit something.
I hit something. Now tonight's a
Hey,
success. I can stop and be happy now.
Baltha Lothar has been successful.
All right, it don't matter, he's dead.
Did him good too.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Well done, guys.
All right, so
The last one, woot, 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 woots on out of there. Woo, 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 woo.
so they do not have a light source. The light source, I guess, probably drowned in the water that they had. Sartre still has one, but it's not far enough to see these guys. So they pretty much disappear into the darkness. If you want to follow them, you can. Otherwise, we'll move on.
No, I think at this point we should
No.
probably just head north to the church.
Yep.
Is it, are we calling it? It's 10.
Yeah, this is a good spot to stop with so many people out. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Gordon, hang on for a sec, Gordon.
yeah, okay.
Bye, all. Have a good night.
All right, guys. Night
All right.
all.
Night all.
So I know one of your things you were wanting to do with this new system is to make it streamline and faster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a solution for you yet, but to me, the attack outcome roll, it seems like it's an extra step that can be avoided somehow.
Yeah, I've thought
Um,
about actually combining it into the. I've thought about that, combining it into the first roll.
Now, the thing is we're using D6s, so there's not a big range there, but basically,
Right.
I know you were doing like half damage, regular damage, double damage, and then you
Yeah,
had some stuff with added effects, but I was thinking you could do those just by math. You know what, if you just meet the number, if you
Right.
know, if
Yeah, it
you,
would. I agree. It would speed it up. I just haven't taken the time to kind of sit down and think of
Okay.
it as a usable.
Yeah,
thing.
like I said, the few things I've thought of aren't perfect, and so I don't have a solution, but I was just thinking, going through this and just now that we've been doing this long enough, it's starting to feel normal.
Hmm.
That step just seems like an extra step to me that could be handled with the math of the first roll somehow.
Right.
You know, if you beat them by 5, then you're automatically doing the double damage. You know, if you barely just meet the number you need, then it's half damage, you know, whatever. You'll have to come up with what that is, but
The reason I set it up is because exactly because it's a D20 instead of a D6. So it allows for that fumble critical thing to
right,
be more of a special thing. When you got a D6, you can't really do that. So there's no easy way to do a fumble
Right.
critical with a D6. That's why I've got
Right.
the attack outcome.
and that's the other thing that seems counterintuitive or counterproductive to me, that I can get 3 6s in a row, so I can have the most amazing attack roll in the world.
Hmm.
And then I can still roll a 1 and fumble it and then, you know, chop off my own toe.
Right.
And it just seems anticlimactic that I can be on such a high of look how awesome I did. And then no, it actually was, you know,
Yeah,
something
that's only
bad.
happened. That's only happened once. There haven't been many fumbles or criticals in this game at all.
Right. No, there hasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm definitely
like I
thinking
said,
about it, Mike. Thanks for the.
Just something I was thinking of, but I don't have a solution, but just something I was, you know, tossed around in my brain.
Yeah, if anything comes up, send me an email or something or talk to me about it and
Okay.
moving on.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Good luck with Amy. Hope she gets out quickly.
So do I. All right. Thanks.
Yep. Night.